This is TJ Zizzo, driver of the Rust-Oleum Top Fuel Dragster, and you're listening to PRN's Nitro Notes.
Welcome to the Denso Spark Plugs NHRA National Starting Line edition of Nitro Notes, presented by the Performance Racing Network. I'm Brandon Mudd. After a week off, the NHRA Mellow Yellow Series returns to action this weekend at Bruton Smith's Desert Oasis of Drag Racing, the Strip at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Defending Pro Stock event winner and class champion Jason Line has always been a racer to watch during qualifying, but don't expect him to feel bad when he beats out KB Racing teammate Bo Butner.
Yeah, I'm crushed. I would have been really happy for him to be number one. We have this sort of a running joke. He calls me the David Rampy of Pro Stock. I'm not really sure what that means, but it's definitely, if your name's mentioned with David Rampy, there's got to be a compliment in there. So I probably did it about 6 or 7 times last year where I outran him 1,000 during qualifying and, ended up being ahead of him. So he said before the run I was going to go 47.6 and outrun him by 1,000, and we did. So how that happens, why it happens, I don't know. It's just a little bit of luck, and makes for a nice rivalry between him and I.
Speaking of Pro Stock, don't miss next week's edition of PRN's At the Track when host Lenny Baticki chats with third-generation NHRA star Tanner Gray. Tony Schumacher has 8 Top Fuel titles, more than any other racer in the history of the class. His 83 wins also lead the Top Fuel ranks. But if there's any advice Sarge would give his teammate, current points leader Leah Pritchett, it's that it's a long season.
You don't just go out and clean house here. You go out there, it's cyclical. So go let Leah have her moment in the sun at the beginning. She's a great teammate and all that, but you got to be great at the end. You've got to be good when it counts, when it matters. And you've got to save those parts and pieces and save those lucky breaks and great moments too. So we've done that before. We know how to do it. We know how to get through the adversity of drag racing, man. It's cyclical. You go up and down.
And finally, 2009 NHRA Funny Car champ Robert Hight is a man with 2 jobs, pilot of the Auto Club of Southern California Camaro and president of John Force Racing. One tends to be a little more fun than the other, but both are just as challenging.
Well, I don't look at my job as a real job. It's something I love, so it's not like you wake up and think, oh, I gotta go to work. No, it's not. All I can say is it's just challenging. Every day it's challenging. The goal is to overcome any kind of challenges, good or bad, and move to the next level, and that's kind of what we've done. We put this thing back together. We've got good people, we've got good sponsors, we've got the resources we need to win races. Now the whole goal is to put it all together, make it work and function as a team, and win races. The pieces are all here.
Witness the return of Nitro to the Bellagio of drag strips at the NHRA 4-Wide Nationals at ZMAX Dragway, April 28th through the 30th. Get your tickets today by calling 1-800-455-FANS.